Good evening, everyone. I'm Amber, your MC for tonight's show, and I want to thank you all for coming. We would please like to ask everyone at this time to mute your mics. Here at the Pamela Life Show, we showcase talents, businesses, and the different cultures here on Second Life, and we're always on the lookout for new guests. So, if you are in entertainment, the arts, a builder, the head of a clan, etc., or if you would like to be one of our sponsors, please contact our stage manager, Zen or Josie Wells, our host, Pamela, or myself, Amber. If you would like to contact us through any of these venues, you can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LNTube, and we also have an email address. Just touch the contact info board to the left. We have subscribers sitting on each side of the stage, and if your groups are filled up, you can click the subscribers to receive information on any upcoming shows. You can also join our group, Electors Enterprises. We have a store here on the sim called Just Pams with something for just about everyone. Please feel free to stop by and check it out. Well, we have an awesome show lined up for tonight with Bree Stavanes, Dr. Parker and Sherry Evans, and Big Huckable Alex. And now, your host for the Pamela Live Show, the lovely Pamela Electores.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing today? So glad to see you. Can everyone hear me? Give me a 1 if everyone can hear me. Just put a 1 up. All right. Loud and clear. If you have any friends or anyone that you think would enjoy the show, maybe never been to one, we try to give an experience here of being at a real television show or a talk show, etc., etc. Please, I am them, TP them in. So, we can all have fun here and learn what's going on here in Second Life. This show, if you have never known it, is a form of, I call it a little networking, socializing, etc., etc. Other words, I get to know you, you get to know me, and what all things that people are doing here. I usually like to give a little intro, some things that I've either thought about, talked about, or read about, and I didn't do none of that this week, because just get busy and used to everything and then hours. But I do know that in here we've been talking about some of my friends and just people in general. We've talked about, 75% of the people here is, has some type of disability, medical situation, or have a loved one that's in there. I have a loved one that's in somewhat of a medical crisis right now, so we come in here, we get away. I know my favorite thing to look at TV is the housewives, and why I like them, I don't know. I do a lot they do so much drama, but that's why I like to see the drama on TV, not in real life. But, it gets me out of my zone or out of my world. Maybe I'm stressed out or worried about something, versus bringing a situation to someone that's close to me or that's around me. Things bother me at work and everything. I try not to take it to work. I don't take it to work. I think people have enough problems. We never know what someone is going through. And I think that we should also, remember that sometimes we never know who is going through anything. And sometimes a person, instead of just digging at them or poking at them in one form, we need to just give them a hug and just say hello, or just say hello sometimes. A lot of people live by themselves and whatever. They don't get that hello or a smiling face. And this is what sometimes we need on a daily basis, a hug, a smiling face. Next time you see someone you don't know, I'm talking about even in the real, just say hi, I mean, you're not hello, hi. I think that brings people closer together. I know me, I could be in another world and just get the world on my shoulder, and somebody come in just smiling so big, or I'm just happy about something, and and it makes me smile or think about, wow, because it is a big smile, or a person that's really got a lot of joy in them. It's contagious. It's very contagious, and it's also contagious when a lot of ugly things are going on. So I try to surround myself with people who are doing something or want to do something except shop, okay? Real or in here. I tell them, leave me alone. I had to get on my knees last night. Leave me alone. Don't bother me. Don't tell me nothing in here because I'm going to buy it. But that's enough about anything, or, you know, what they say that one show, Cheers was, that was enough about nothing. But that's what it's all about. But today's show, we have something really lined up here, and I think Amber, she did an awesome job. She's my niece, but she's also our mistress of ceremony here. So she's been doing a wonderful job, and I just want to make sure that she knows that. And to my left over here is we call that our love jar. It's a tip jar, and that's how my staff and stuff, they, you know, they're able to get some of the love that you all give them for doing some of the hard work that they do behind the scenes to get everyone together. So we have a great show lined up here tonight. We got Bree Stevens, it's not Stevens, but Stevens, or, well, you know, I messes her name up, so she gonna get me, I know. We also have Dr. Parker and Sherry Evans. They have some awesome things going on here. And we're supposed to have the big hunkable Alex here to sing. I don't know if he got shied out or what, but he haven't showed up. But hopefully he shows up so you can have some entertainment. And if not, we will still keep on going because we have so much information here today. So we're going to call out here first Miss Bree. And she's going to tell you her last name instead of me. And we're gonna have her come on out here and come on out here, Bree, and let's say hello to everyone, because she's really got entrepreneur. She's always doing something up in here, and she's gonna tell us all about it. Do you have your mic on, Bree? Now,
Yes.
how you say your last name, ma'am? Now, what was that last name again?
My name is Brianna Stavine.
Brianna Stavine. Okay.
Yes,
Now, I
Brianna
said at that
Stavine.
time, from now on, it's going to be Bree. Okay. Now, give me my hug and let's sit down.
Okay.
I talk to her like
Okay.
this, y'all, because this is one of my
Yes.
sisters in here.
She
And
bosses me
good
around
friends.
still.
Yeah, she's an alias going on in here. She's one of them alias women around here. But she's still her. I don't even know why she changed, to be honest with you. She should have just got a different AV. But no.
No, you know I'm different.
Yeah, that's all right.
Always
So have a
different.
seat. Have a seat. Yeah. I'm a bossy like that. See, you got the coat over here talking about me. Hey, sissy. I got a lot of family out here. I seen Raw. He's back today. Thank you for coming. That's my son out here. I got sons. I got daughters. I'm an old woman in shoe. Got so many kids. I don't know what to do, but I love them all. That's what I always say. That's what I always say. This chair had me sitting down. It had my almost
Okay.
like a greeting. You know, my screen froze, but I don't have to guess. Are we all sitting down, everybody? Because I don't know what I'm doing.
Yes.
Okay. So, you know, I guess it's all right for me to say, because you said everybody know who you were anyway. Am I right or wrong?
That's true. True.
Okay. But she was our, she still is. She just don't know it. She gonna come back once we start back. but
I'm
she
still
was our
there.
Okay. She was our editor-in-chief. She is our editor-in-chief for the Infinity magazine. We just been on an AOTIS lately because so much stuff been going on in real life that we putting that off for a minute, but we are going to hopefully be back before the end of the year, and we're still gathering up information for that. But she's an awesome writer and poigness, and she does so much. And I'm gonna let you tell us about that, because some people have never met you, and here, so kind of take us through some of the things that you're doing here in Second Life. Matter of fact, and I'm going to bring up your board too, because I also have a picture of your club, some of the things you got going on there also.
Well, you want me to go back to the beginning, or you want me to start
Well,
where I am
just
now?
do your thing. Let's go back. Just give it lightly of some of the things that you've done here, and so give the people a view of some of the things that that you have been involved in.
Okay. Well, I own a few clubs since I've been here in Second Life. I started off my first job in Second Life was an entertainment reporter for a magazine before I came to your magazine. And I love to write. I've always loved to write since I was a child. I wrote poems, and I've written a couple of books, never published them, for whatever reason. But
Yeah,
I
you
was
told me you was
always
thinking about writing a book. Did you ever start that book?
Well, when I met you, I had already written 2 books, but then I was starting a 3rd book. Yeah. But, I love to write. Writing is my passion. And so that's first and foremost for me. And then I like to, I had a couple of clubs. They were pretty successful. But I'm the type of person, I get bored and I switch up, I change. And I don't know, my second life as Coffee Brown was a little bit, it was me, but it was not completely me. And it was a little off, And so after I lived it for almost 5 years, I just really felt like I needed a change. And I needed to, I might have like 200 friends on Coffee's list. And I think I only have about maybe 50 on my list now because I had to weed out a lot of people, a lot of things I had to weed out of my life on Second Life, and which is how Brianna came about. I left. At first I decided to leave, and I left, and I couldn't stay away, and I just started thinking about what was it that was missing, and I figured it out. I wasn't truly being myself. So because it was things I was doing that really weren't me. It was things that I weren't able to say or express that I wanted to, out of fear of maybe losing friends or people looking at me a different way. But I'm different. And that's just it. I'm a different person. And
so for you, just changing an AV brought out your the real you, more or less, you're saying, and whereas though you couldn't identify no more with that particular AV to, because our AVs is a part of us,
right? It's a part of us.
And I think
right,
a piece of ourselves.
Right.
So when you're looking at that AV of Coffee, you didn't identify with that no more. You felt distance from that. So with this one, you feel brand new and more completed. You're saying?
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. The AV didn't bring out me. I brought out the AV. It was time for me to be myself. And so I didn't want that. I didn't want to, even though I still kind of look like Coffee, but I just didn't want to be Coffee any longer for several reasons. And so I decided, when I did decide to come back, I said, well, I don't want to come back as Coffee. So I created I already had this Abby for a few years now, maybe 2.5 years. I had her, but I never used her. I brought her out when I was married on here and I got divorced, and I created her when I got divorced. I used her for about a year. About a week or two. And then I put her on the shelf and never used her. I was still Coffee, And so once I decided I wanted to change, I brought her back out. And so I wanted to let people know how I felt about the Lord, my religious beliefs. I know there's a lot of people here that have personal feelings about Christ. There's people here that are hurting and they need a place of refuge. They need people to talk to that's on the same, I wouldn't say the same level, but that has the same beliefs and whatever, and they're afraid to talk to people, just as Coffee was. You start talking about God and religion, and people run away from you, And so I said, you know what, this is what I'm called to Second Life for, So this is what I'm going to do. So I created a gospel music venue for people to come and hear some awesome gospel music anytime they want to. It's a stream, beautiful stream, 24/7, except for on Thursdays I have a jazz set with Trayvon Serenity, which is really, really nice. And it still has that comforting atmosphere, you know. And so this is what I'm doing now. It's not a church. I don't preach. I don't have meetings or anything. It's just a place for anyone who wants to come. You know, people get their hearts broken and whatever, and they don't have, they don't want to go in a nightclub and hear the music and jump around and party and dance. Or either the night before you go to River of Life or whatever church you're going to here in Second Life, you don't want to be boogie-woogie sometime. Maybe you want to start getting yourself comforted before, you know, or even after church, when church is over. You're not ready to go shake your booty and all this stuff. You want to, you know, you're already in that zone. And so you want to go somewhere where you can just sit and continue to hear that gospel music and have that flow around you. So this is why I build Grateful Hearts.
You know what? Now that's awesome. Now, you know, I guess, you know, with me coming in here, my real life name is Pam. So, you know, I didn't know you could make up names and stuff. So, because I didn't know nothing about, you know, virtual games and things. So, you know, I named my real first name. So, but in a way, I'm kind of glad I did because, you know, with me, it always kept me in essence of not doing too much more than I would do in real life and here, you know, in here, because you can go on the edge too, especially when you first come in and do some things and whatever, and I understand that. But I think by my name being Pam, I still was in essence of, you know, in consciousness of myself, you know, Pam. So, you know, I mean, I did some things that, you know, I would have never done in real life, but at the same time, I didn't go too far in there because maybe you might be right, you know, you have to identify with something in here. But that's the reason I've never shied me to say the word of God or, you know, or praying or anything like that, because he is an awesome God. And I commend you for that. I commend you for that, because some people are shy to even mention, you know, somebody said the other day, you know, that like even on TV, you can say the word B, you know, you can call anybody a B, you can say any kind of name in the world, but you can't say Jesus without offending someone.
Right,
you know?
right.
And it's sad. It's sad, you know.
Yeah, when I first when I was about to have my grand opening, which was really, really great. I told a friend about it, and he was one of, well, I didn't weed him out because he really is a good friend. You know, it wasn't.
You say just weeding him out. Thanks for not weeding me out.
I weeded out about 150 people. But he was a good he was a good friend, and he's still a friend. But when I told him about it, he said, "Why are you doing that? People are not here for that. People are here to be happy and have fun." I said, "Well, what are you saying? God is not fun? God doesn't make you happy?"
Exactly.
So what you have to understand is there are a lot of people here hurting. There's people here that their real life is chasing them here, and they're trying to find comfort here, and then you get here and you run into the same old bull that you was running into in real life. You're getting hurt by men or hurt by women and whatever else, and you still need somewhere to have that comfort zone. You know, I'm not here to preach or anything. I do put out my little post and everything because I put out what I feel, you know, but I don't have, it's not a church. It's just a place where I feel comfortable, you know, and listen. Because I tell you, gospel music, hey, it can take you there. It can take your pains away. It can soothe your discomfort. It's just, when they say soulful music, that's the deepest soulful music you can listen to. You know, and it just takes you to
it reached the hearts.
Right.
You know, and plus music, period. Whether that's the reason why they say, you know, you protect your soul. You know, things you protect your soul from is from the ears and from the eyes. You know, what we see and what we hear. And music is the only thing that we can't stop from entering in us. That's when we shouldn't listen to everything. And because you know, you might not be thinking about it, and a day or so later, all of a sudden, this junk come up in your your head, and that's because you've
Right,
heard it,
right,
and
right.
but
But
I
I
commend
do.
you on that. Hmm.
And I have to say, I tell everybody I'm a Christian, but I'm not a corpse. I
Hmm.
still party. I have a good time. Christians have fun too, but I know how far to take it. I know where the limit is. I know what I will do and what I won't do. I get out there and I love to dance and I love music. That's never going to
Hmm.
end. God gave me that, so and I dress in some real sexy clothes sometimes. And hey, I'm this is a habit. I don't dress like this in real life, and I tell them I'm sexy, but I'm not sexy. Okay,
Hmm.
ing. I'm not sexy. I'm just sexy sometimes, and it's just a habit. And I'm still having a good
Okay,
time,
okay.
But
I hear
I
you,
still
girl.
have my true value.
And see, that's the thing that everyone has. You know, you can do anything you want to in here, and there's something for everyone. If a person want to get lost in here for whatever reason or whatever they want to get lost in, Second Life is built for that. Whether
Right.
it's in the darkness or the light, what people consider
Mhm.
light or darkness. It's
Right.
whatever you want, or if you just want to come
Right.
in to make friends,
Right.
it's something for everyone in here, and it is a lot of hurting people here. And
Right.
I've had a couple of people that was on the verge of suicide, and they reached out, and we talked, or I stayed up all night just to be with this person to talk them out or down, and just sometimes they just need a good ear, a good
Right.
ear to hear them, and
Right.
and some, not to preach at them. Sometimes it's just that they want to vent out and let know that that I see you, you
Right.
exist,
Right.
and
Right.
yeah, so but and I think that's one thing this places can be very good for. And then but at the same time, it's according to how you come in. Sometimes we come in, we're able to listen, and sometimes we're not listening because we're trying to run and do things just like in real
Mhm.
life too.
Yeah,
But
because
you
I
know what?
came here looking for my white and shining armor. I'm not gonna lie. I came here. My
Okay.
girlfriend
Hmm.
told me all about Second Life, and how she
Hmm.
had this Second Life husband, and they had a real life relationship, and everything was all cool. Been together for years, and here I am going through. At the time, I was separated from my husband, and I was like,
Hmm.
I'm going to Second Life. Find me a
Okay.
man. Shoot. So,
Yeah,
but
because
hey,
because
we know how that turned out.
yeah,
Same
yeah,
on, yeah.
yeah.
And so,
That's
hey,
when I tell people. I think to me, I know I got bored after 2 years because I was a little socialite. Like I was giving a lot of parties, just
mm-hmm,
because I always had a lot of friends just doing something. But even then, you get bored, and and here, is most of it when you come in here, everybody chasing each other, in one form.
right,
But even that
right,
should get
right.
boring after a while, and you can learn a lot in here if you want. That's one
Yeah,
good thing about here. You can learn a lot. Tools for even real life. But you know what? We
yeah. I
got
know.
some more guests. And I haven't talked to you about your club, so this was very interesting to me and informative because I haven't even gotten a chance to visit. But it's it looks so beautiful. I love the sceneries, and I know everybody see the slideshow behind us. It is really totally beautiful, and
And it's really
I'm gonna have
not a
to come
club.
by.
It's a
And you
music
didn't give
venue.
me your landmark, but you're gonna have to put it
Okay,
into local here. So if anybody want to come by, they'll be able to come by and enjoy your place. And
okay,
not it's not a religious place, but it is a sweet place where serenity and good old gospel. I mean, is
right,
it's there, and that's what it's
right,
all about.
right.
And so I applaud you for that. Everybody, I mean, don't you agree to
Yeah.
that? Let's give it up for Miss Bree. I'm Brianna. I can't say Brianna.
Bree is fine. Bree is it.
I can't do that.
But yeah,
So what
I
I'm
was just
going to
messing
do,
with you.
okay, I know. And you know what? I want you to, because I have a husband and wife coming late, I want you to sit over here in the next chair by me on the
Okay.
chair by me. Okay. So
Okay.
let's give it up, everybody, for Brianna. Say their last name again.
Stavine.
Stavine. Okay.
Yeah,
Now
that's
you know what?
Stavine.
You know what? I'm a mess. I'm a mess, and I know it. But everybody give it for it, because and go visit that place and just see. I think just the serenity in here. Have you ever been to a place that's just the scenery? And I like to have water and trees and stuff, and it makes me feel calm. And this place looks the same way.
Right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I want to. You're welcome. Zen, would you send Alex a TP back there, because he's IMing me and I can't look for it right now. I guess he fell asleep, but it's all live. This is live too, everybody. So we're gonna give it up to her. So she's gonna put that information in the local for you all, so you all can get that landmark and go and see what it's all about. That's what we do here. Now, our next guest that's coming up, or there are two guests. It's a husband and wife team. I met them dealing with the magazine. We gave them a write-up in the Infinity magazine. I think it was the third issue, I believe it was. And in that, they have a beautiful setup at their sim. They're a sim owner, and they got a lot of awesome things going on over there. And I'm going to have them come on out, and they're going to tell you what's going on over there. And I'm talking about doctors, with the S on there, Parker and Sherry Evans. Come on out here and let everybody see you. How you doing? Are your mics on? How you doing? Uh-oh, Dr. Sherry, you went a step too far.
Yes,
Okay.
good,
Yeah.
good.
While she doing that, now look, I don't have no insurance, okay? No insurance, okay? So if you fell or broke a leg, yeah, you're on your own.
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna hug your husband first, since he didn't fall up here.
All right.
So yeah, so there we go. How you doing, Dr. Evans? And your AO is as busy as they want to be. It haven't stopped. I guess I'm hugging and you not. You just walking all around me, but that's all right. There we go. Thank you so much.
There you go.
So,
Thank you.
you, thank you. See the share. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So, I think, yeah, like there.
Thank you. It's so good to see you again.
Now, this is all Second Life, y'all. There we go. Finally, you did a let go. Thank you. So have a seat and let's talk about what's going on over there. And I'm going to take that other slideshow down. You can sit in that chair next to her. There we go. Yeah, here we go. So as I was saying, I met you guys, and you were have something really. You was just starting. Matter of fact, I think over there. I had just set it up, if I'm not mistaken. And you had a lot of things going on over there. And the write-up on the magazine, I hope we did you justice on that.
Yeah, that was beautiful. We loved it. And we still, have it. We're going to put it in a frame and keep it up.
Okay, because you got a subscriber over there still too, right? So everyone too, subscribe to our magazines, even though we're not doing anything right now, but we will be in another few months, and you'll be able to get the new issues that's out. We got a lot of talented people that help us out, and just extra information that's going on, more intel than the few minutes that you would get here in Second Life. So now you two are a husband and wife team here, and here on Second Life. But you got together and you decided to do a sim. Now, what brought all of that about?
Well, basically, when I first join Second Life. My sister-in-law played, and I was told that it's endless possibilities here. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, there's endless possibilities. A lot of stuff that I want to accomplish in RL, you can accomplish it in Second Life way quicker. So I said, I want to be a business owner. I want to do, a lot of various things. I know, Second Life caters to a lot of couples, relationship situations. So I thought, what would be the great situation is to, have a resort, restaurants, role play, spa, honeymoon suites, things that we can, can be beneficial to the Second Life couples, the friends, situations, even families. So that's pretty much what brought all of that on. It didn't dawn on us to have a resort first. It started with just like a restaurant, then after the restaurant, then I said, let's do a spa, so then the spa came, and then the country club, then the honeymoon suites. So then I was like, this is a resort. So all tied in.
Okay. So now in your resort, tell us what you're offering there.
Well, there's various things, especially with the country club. Country club is within itself holds itself on its own there, because there's different things at the country club. I wanted, there's the tennis course, there's a golf course, basketball, bowling, theater, game room, and then we also have weekly events. We have open mic nights, every Wednesday, 7 p.m., 7 to 8 p.m. SL time. And that pretty much draws a lot of different, people. It's not just about poetry when they come. You see, there's a lot of people that come and they sing, they dance, they do skits, read short stories, rap, so it pretty much, opens it up for everybody to be able to, just use their artistic flair and whatever art's desire, come out there, get it all out. We have people say, wow, I feel so rejuvenated after I left that. I feel like, I was able to get it all out and just, just rejuvenate. So that we have events like that. We have different things that's going to be upcoming at the country club, like speed dating, which is going to be sort of like a meet and greet kind of situation. But
you said speed, what's called? What is that called? Speed what?
Speed dating.
Speed dating. Wow. Okay. I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be tables. Each person's gonna sit across from each other, and it's gonna be just like in real life. You're gonna have a certain amount of time to ask each other questions. That you want to know. See if you then at the end of it, after you then went through about maybe 5 or 6 women or men, then you'll be able to pick which one that you want to sit and talk to again, and then perhaps even. And guess where that date's going to be after you choose that date? It's going to be at the resort somewhere, either at the cuisine or the spa. So and being a part of that, we would set them up on their first date, just to be able to get them time to talk to each other and socialize and meet and greet with them. So that's going to be like a event as well. We're also going to be having yoga, like Wednesday night or Tuesday night yoga sessions, yoga and Zumba for that matter. You know what I mean? So it's going to be, we want an outlet to be able to draw people in to, give them something to do in Second Life.
That sounds interesting because, this year what we're doing, this season or whatever, I wanted to put a lot more games and things like that up here. And, once you get that down, I would like for you to bring it to the show one day just for the whole hour. Let's do a speed meeting thing and how you all do it. And, it also can bring something. We can do a big old, because I know a lot of people don't have nobody and might be looking for somebody. And maybe, it'd be some bigger hookups that would come to the club. And also they'll have access to your information. Maybe we can set that up before the end of the year. I think that would be nice.
Yeah, that would be great. I love that idea. You know, that's what really, like, just like Brianna, that's what kind of brought me to Second Life as well, because, you know, like I said, I was told endless possibilities, but also, you know, you can have a family, you know, you could do this, you could get married, you know, possibly, you know, do real life and all of that good stuff. So, wow, okay.
Now you're a man. I see with my friends, because I got some real good friends that are coming here. Now I say, now was it just for the family? Because with the men, when you say, oh, you can have sex on here, now that's what really got the man in here. Now am I right or wrong? Now let's tell the truth. You can have sex in here, man. You know, I mean.
Well, you know, that was interesting. You know what I mean? I was like, all that work, you know, this virtual way. I don't know about that. I never seen it. You know what I mean? When I first started this game, I met my wife 3 days into this game. I was a 3-day-year-old. She thought, you know, she wasn't trusting me. She was like, you have to be an alt. You have to be somebody, you know. I know.
Of course.
No, I'm not an alt. But I met her three days into the game, and I, you know, fell in love with her, you know, right away. And basically, it started from that point on. But yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna stop right there. But remember where you're going with this. Now, from day one, I mean, from the day 3, you and her have been a couple since then.
Yes.
Yes,
Wow. That is something. You know, because especially most males that come in here when they're new, even though of course they'll get with someone just to get some. I've heard just to get some and see what the experience is. Yeah, because I know a lot of guys, the average guys in here is vampires or been bitten because they say they're gonna do something to them. We had one guy on here, we fell on the floor laughing. He said he didn't know how to work. This girl brought him over here. And when he got here, she said she was going to teach him everything, but instead she set him in an apartment. Of course, he didn't know how to walk through anything. All he had, but she had a bed in his room, and that's all she used him for was sex. And she left him in there, and she never did do nothing else. But she got her soul dealing with him. But he had sex, and that was it. He had to figure his way to get up out of there, and so finally he did. But she just locked him up in the room and didn't teach him nothing else. But so when she come in there, she could get her some. And that's what he did. And some stories, because I love some of the stories that people went through when they first come in here, you know. But we were on the floor laughing, and you know, and he's a player now, but back then he wasn't. You know, he thought the whole
he let
world
him
was
out
just him and
that
her.
room, he went wild, huh?
Yeah, he went wild after that. He went wild.
That's what. I was gonna say that's what one of her concerns was. She's like, well, I just, you know, I'm concerned that you didn't really have a chance to test the waters or get out there and play around because you met me at day number 3. You know, it took me 2 days to really get my habit together, and then day number 3, I was like, okay, I'm ready, and I met her.
And haven't been nowhere else. But Sherry. Now, Sherry, you was like you did just like that woman did with that other guy, locked him up.
No, I did not. I didn't.
You locked him up, Sherry. That's what you did. You did, and he still got chains on him because he said he couldn't.
I helped him get himself together.
Now he's scared now to go anywhere.
Oh man,
he's fine.
I'm just
We're doing great.
But you did. You locked the man up. You just said, I'm going to give you 2 weeks to play. You didn't give him none. Said, no, baby, you ain't going nowhere. There's the only water you testing up in here, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, baby, why don't you go ahead and get you know, some strippers or something, you know. You haven't done none of that. Why don't you go party and get, you know, for the wedding and do your own thing? I was like, well, okay, but I don't think I'm going to, you know, need the strippers and nothing like that. I'd rather, you know, go to a club or dance and all that stuff. She was like really, you know, she wanted to make sure before we seal the deal, you know, and got married that, you know, I'm able to experience some parts of Second Life like that, like the average, you know, man would want to do. But, you know, my thing is, a relationship and you know, Pixel 6 and all that stuff, that's all fine and dandy, but my thing is, I think it's about the connection that you have, a bond. You know, I think that blows it out the water. If you just go with random people and do all of that, okay, that's fine. Some men like to do that to fulfill their dreams that way. But for me, I would rather have that emotional connection and bond, and I think that way it pretty much blows it out the park. It can become, you know what I mean, just explosive. It's even better when you actually care and love the person.
You know what? You said something there, and I think that a lot of that is because when you came in here, it's probably you was ready to settle down. I don't know what your real life is. We're not going to even go there, but you was probably ready to settle down, and you found you a good woman, and there it is. But now on the other flip, Miss Sherry.
Yes, ma'am.
We know what we did, didn't we? We know what we did, didn't we? Just woman to woman here. But it's all right.
I was only being loyal.
I've been married now.
Like almost 2 years.
But that's awesome, because 2 years is like double in here or triple.
That's
and
like 4 years.
And also you see in the local, somebody say, I gotta go to the newbie joint. I'm gonna get me a newbie too. Wow, maybe it'll work like that. now they can do it one of two ways. You say what? What you say, Sherry?
I say he didn't look half bad. His sister-in-law hooked him up pretty good. So,
he just thought my hips was on my chest. He was like, "Why your hips so high?"
Wait a minute. Otherwise, she helped fix you up a little bit, didn't she? She
a little bit.
Kind of said, okay, a little bit. So she got that AB like she want to see it. But Sherry, how long had you been in here before he came in?
Before he came, it was maybe almost a year, maybe like 8 months.
8 months. It was.
Oh yeah. See, that was almost like what they say. What do they call us, tigers or something? No, what they call us? So you got him. You trained him right. I'm just kidding, baby. I'm just kidding. Because you know what? That's what it's all about.
She told me when I met her, she said, "Well, I can't be with you." She's like, "I'm new myself."
She considered herself new, huh?
Yeah.
I did. Actually, I was about to quit around that time, but he came. He definitely came at a good time, because I had got bored, and it was really nothing to do. It was the clubbing. I got tired of that real quick. I had a family. My daughter, which is my real life daughter, also on here. She had a family, so they were pretty much all I had. And I got into the family thing also. I was engaged, but that didn't work. And it was almost, for about 4 months later, and that's when Parker came along, and we hit it off well. I mean, it was definitely some chemistry there.
It was a spicy jalapeno.
I heard that, but it was the only jalapeno you needed. See, that's the reason why it's still hot. It's still hot in your mouth. Yeah. I love it when I hear relationships that has lasted. And there's some that's been here for years, and of course there's some that went on in real life. Some are still together, and some, of course, even in real life it didn't do. But it's all about love and living in life, and even with love, sometimes it doesn't work. You just keep on and you go to the next page. Some people give up completely, and they say, "Well, I don't," because of course, no, we're not built to be hurt. Nobody wants to be hurt, but we have to be hurt to grow, though, don't we?
Yeah,
people don't realize in order to grow, you gotta be hurt somewhere.
Yeah.
Huh?
Exactly.
I cannot hear you, Sherry.
No, I was just saying that every relationship, we all have problems, but you have to stick in there, be strong, and pull through,
Yeah, I mean, for some, the things that's worth it, far as abuses and things like that, I would never tell nobody to stick in there, My real life, I had been in the same situation at one time, young and didn't know it, but never been around anything like that, and didn't know what it was, and, once I got my thing together, I said, hey, that's your thing, I gotta go, I had to come out through the night with what I was wearing, but thank God he's still here. But I grew from that, because even though that was a terrible situation, but it learned me about life all in one nutshell, because had been protected against so much stuff, you know. So
Right.
I learned about my whole adult life, about what could come and through that one relationship. But I hate I had to go through it, but I did. And I'm still here, and it made me stronger. And I thank God I didn't give up on love, you know. Love is beautiful. It's beautiful, and it comes with its challenges, of course. But how can we grow if we don't, or we'll be doing the same old thing, you know?
Great.
Yeah, but you know what? I know we still have a lot more. I love you too, baby. I'm getting some personal things, and some of my family out there. I love it, and friends. I really appreciate you all coming on the show, and I'm sure there's a lot more we can talk about, and we are going to set up that game, that dating thing. I think that'd be sweet. We set that up for one day within the next month or two. Let's put it in November, matter of fact. I think November I'm going to have mostly, I'm going to do a Let's Talk About It, and we can do this show too. That's the holidays coming up, so we all going to take it easy and let things go on, you know. I think that'd be sweet. So let's get in touch with each other and set that up. I think would you all like to see a speed dating here and see how it works and go? Let me see a 1 if that's something you would like to see. Some of the audience in there. Okay, awesome. Yes. Okay, look. Amber, you did a lot of 1s there, baby girl. That's my baby though. She my niece out there. But anyway, I thank you all for coming. I want everyone to give it up for the Parkers. For the Evans, Sherry and Parker Evans. And thank you so much. And we're gonna invite you back.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
Stay in your seat, Sherry. He can sit on the other side of you. Is that okay?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, just sit on the other side of